Very good afternoon to one and all. I welcome you all for the next lecture of Production Operation Management. Kindly let me know whether my voice is audible and can you see my presentation? Whether my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. We'll wait for 2 minutes and then we'll start. 1 minute we will wait, 60 seconds. I think the attendance is poor today. Very less strength, I can see. Okay, so we'll start now. In the last lecture, we have discussed about the production management, the definitions, then production system. In production management, also we have discussed the objectives of production management. Some are final objectives, some are intermediate objectives. Okay, that we have discussed in the last lecture, and also we have discussed this particular figure that is related to the production system, that also we have discussed in the last lecture. Okay, so in this particular figure you can see that the main inputs for the production system are in the form of a main material, machines, informations, and energy. We have discussed how it will be benefited for the any production system, all these particular inputs. Then after inputs, the second block represent the transformation or a conversion process, which will add the values in that particular component by consuming the inputs. Okay, by consuming the inputs, value will be added in the products and we will get the final product. Okay, now this final product will be delivered to the customer and customers will provide the feedback to you about the product or about the service. Then that measured feedback will be transferred to the inputs or the transformation processes. Okay, also in transformation processes, at every stage we are controlling that particular processes in the sense of quality of the production. Okay, or the quality of that particular process by checking the specifications related to that particular process. We are controlling the process. Okay, we are controlling the process. So controlling means what? Comparing that particular dimension, specification, chemistry of the material with the desired or the standard specification. Okay, and if it is okay, then we will accept that particular product, and if it is not okay, then corrective action we need to take, in the sense of if it is related to the machines, then or it is related to the specification, then we have to check the programs of CNC VMC machines, offsets of machines, material quality, dimensions, and then we have to take the corrective steps. If is there any problem related to the material property, is there any problem related to the tool wear? Okay, so such like problems are there, and we have to take the decision accordingly on the basis of a problem. So this is one kind of a decision making for the controlling purpose. Then what are the characteristics of this production system? Okay, so when we have come to know that it is a organized activity. Organized means what? We have to organize the machines, we have to organize the manpower, and then we go for the production system. Okay, if the optimum manpower will not available, then we cannot achieve our target, that is nothing but right quantity. If optimum number of machines are not available, then also we will not achieve the target, or the specific machine will not available, then the quality of product will not achieve that quality of a product. So organizing the activities related to the production will be considered as a production system. Then every production system has an objective. Okay, means in any industry, we are running that way industry with some objective, that we have to deliver this components to this particular customer. We have this objective, we have this particular timeline, and in that timeline only we have to deliver the products with right quality, right quantity. So these are the objectives of a production system also, and the production management also. The system transfer the various inputs to the useful outputs. Okay, we have seen that the number of inputs are there: material, machine, manpower, information, and energy. By consuming these inputs, the production system transform the inputs into the desired outputs. Then it does not operate in isolation from the other organizational system. Okay, so we know that the production system is a heart of any industry, and other systems are running around that particular production system. So other system, which are the other system? One can say that the purchase or procurement systems are there, or the purchase or procurement departments are there. Then financial departments are there. Then development departments are there. Then design departments are there. Then quality departments are there. So these departments always help to production system, as the production system is a heart of the system. Okay, and production system will not run without without the help of these other departments. Okay, so it will not run in the isolation. Isolation means एकटे पडून ते काम करणे. ओके, एकटे पडणे. ओके, आयसोलेशन मीन्स एकटे पडणे, एकटे असणे. So in isolation, the production system will not run. There is an existence of a feedback about the activities to control and improve system performance. Okay, so always we know that if you want to improve in the design, you have to take the feedback from your customer. You want to improve in your quality, then you have to take the feedback from the quality workers or quality assurance peoples. Then if you want to improve from in your machining centers, then you have to take the feedback from operators which are working on that particular machines. Okay, so all these feedback systems will help you to control and improve the system. Okay, now also in our college also feedback system is there. Every 15 after every 15 days the CRBR feedback is there, and once in the semester the admin feedback is there. Why this feedback system is very much important in colleges also? Because you are the customers and you are giving the feedback related to the facilities, related to the operation. Okay, I'm saying operation. The information we are delivering the information to you, we are communicating with you, and we are delivering the information to you. So information delivery or the communication is one kind of operation, and you are giving the feedback for that particular operation. Okay, for that particular operation. So and it will help to the college, to the institute, to improve on that particular operation front. Okay, on that particular operation front. Okay, so these are the characteristics of a production system. Now next, important part is nothing but the operation. What is meant by operation? Now just only I have used this particular word operation. Okay, so operation is often defined as a transformation process. Okay, it is a value addition process. Operation is a transformation process, or we can say that the value addition process. So once again I want to show this particular figure. Okay, so inputs are there and outputs are there. So intermediate things, that is nothing but a transformation or a conversion of a conversion process, transformation or conversion process. Whatever the steps we are following to convert input things or raw material to output finished product, all that steps will be considered as a operation. All that steps will be considered as a operations. Okay, getting my point? Whatever the steps we are following to convert the raw material or the inputs into the outputs, all such steps will be considered as a operation in a production system. Will be considered as a operation in a production system. Getting my point, everyone? Is there any question, any doubt about this? So I can interpret this point, that is operation is often defined as a transformation process. Okay, let us say you are doing the turning process, or for one to produce one component you have to perform turning, drilling, boring, okay, then facing. So these four steps will be considered as a operation: turning operation, drilling operation, boring operation, then facing operation, okay, then knurling operation. So these are the operations. Okay, so the and while performing these kinds of operation, we are adding the values in that particular product. Okay, while performing this operation, we are adding the values in that particular product. So operations are the value addition steps, or it consists of a series of activities which provides or which inculcate the value in that particular product, okay, in that particular raw material. Okay, so value addition will happen in a operation, in a particular operation or a series of operation. If any operation will not add a value for the product, then that will be considered as a waste. Okay, then that operation will be considered as a waste. Okay, sometime what happened, due to improper handling of machines, or lack of knowledge of operators or the supervisors, the problem arises in uh, in the product. Okay, or the specifications are not matching with the desired specification. So in that case, we have to perform the rework on the products. Okay, rework operation we have to perform in that particular product. So initially we can achieve the desired quality by performing the task first time only, but due to the problems created in particular job, or if we are not achieved the desired quality, in that case sometimes we have to perform the rework, and rework operation will add the extra cost in the product. Okay, extra cost in the product. So the company is always trying, or the industry is always trying to reduce that particular extra cost or extra operations. Okay, this rework is one kind of a extra operation, and that will be the loss for the company. Okay, if you will not have that much thought on a rework, then whatever the rework have been performed by the workers, that will be the extra cost for the company, and that will consume the profit of a company. So we should always focus on the operations. Operations should be value addition for the product, and it does not add any value, we should eliminate that particular operation from the production system, or from that particular system, and we have to introduce, or we have to revise the process in order to
Whether my voice is audible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
My voice is audible? Yeah, sir.
Yes, yes, audible.
Okay. Okay.
But screen is not visible.
Give me 1 minute time. Actually, due to the electricity problem, my network is lost. So I can share the screen once again. Okay.
hello. Kindly let me know whether my voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. And my PPT is also visible to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So we are dealing with the operations. So operations oftenly defined as a transforming process. So transformation process is itself can be viewed as a series of activities along the value chain, extending from the supplier to the customer. Okay, supplier means who is providing the raw material to you, so that is nothing but supplier, and you are providing finished the goods to the customer. Okay, so in that, in between these two conditions, whatever the activities are performed to add the values in that product, that all the activities will be considered as a operations. Okay, will be considered as a operations. So I want to give one example related to the physical operations. So manufacturing operation, what means by manufacturing operation? So consider that one of the automobile factories there, and steel sheet or the steel sheets will be considered as a uh, uh, raw material for the automobile factory. And once that particular steel sheet comes to the automobile factory, then different shapes will be given uh, to that particular steel sheets. Then after that, painting will be done on the steel sheet. Then uh, we can say that assembly of thousands of components are performed in automobile industry. So all these things, or all these painting, okay, giving the different kinds of shapes to the steel sheets, assembly operations. Okay, so all these things will are done physically. Okay, physically. So this will be called as a physical operation. So one part of operation is nothing but physical operations. So all the manufacturing operation will be considered as a physical operation. Then location operation or a transportation operation. So transportation, inside a transportation or outside transportation. So inside transportation means whatever the transportation required inside the industry, that will be considered as the inside transportation. Outside transportation means transporting the material from industry to the warehouse, transporting the material from warehouse to the customer. Okay, that outside transportation. So, and when you are storing the material in the warehouse, so some activities also need to perform in the warehouse. Okay, tagging to the product according to the specification, according to the date of receival date, transportation date. Okay, so all that things will come out under the warehouse activities. Okay, so there also the SAP system is there, or the inventory system is used to keep the record of all the materials according to their nomenclature, according to their specifications. And whenever there is a demand, and then that material or that particular product will be supplied to the customer, or whatever the chain is there to supply the product from warehouse to the customer. Okay, maybe in between there will be a distributor, co-distributor, and a retailer. Okay, like that chain will be there. And if this particular chain is there, then that operations will be also considered under the transportation. Okay, and the warehouse operation also there. So transportation and warehouse operation will be considered under the location operation, will be considered under the location operation. Okay, getting everyone? Is there any question? Now next, exchanging. So on for exchanging, I want to give a simple example that in any shop you go and you ask for something. Okay, you go to medical and you ask for the tablets. So some kinds of operation exchanging will happen there. You are paying the money and you are taking something. So that is nothing but exchanging. Okay, so you are exchanging something, and that things or that particular task will be considered under the exchanging operation. Then if you take the physiological related operation, physiological means what? Healthcare operation. So in the hospital, hospitals, why hospitals are there? Hospitals taking the care of a patients by helping them to become a healthier individuals. Okay, then while doing to for helping the individual to become healthier, they are creating some kinds of operations like providing the right meals, providing the right medications, providing the proper laboratory tests. Okay, then if in some cases surgical procedures are required. So all these kinds of operation will be considered under the physiological operation, will be considered under the physiological operation. Then fifth one is nothing but psychological operation. Okay, psychological operation. Some operations like entertainment related operation, while watching the TVs, while watching the cinemas in theaters, you get some satisfaction in your mind, or you get some thoughts in your mind. Okay, so that creation of thoughts in your mind is nothing but a psychological thing, and some operation happen inside your mind. Okay, so that operation will be considered as a psychological operation. And entertainment things create that psychological operations in your mind. Okay, entertainment things like you are playing on a ground, so that is a physical operation actually, but that also creates something, thought process in your mind. Okay, watching the TVs, that also create some thought process in our mind. Or watching the comedy serials, okay, that makes you laugh. Okay, that is one kind of operation that happen in your mind, in your body. And this such a operations will be considered as a psychological operations. Then informational operation as a communication. Now I'm doing one operation. Okay, I'm delivering the content of this particular chapter to you. Okay, so I'm communicating with you. Okay, so this communication will be considered as a informational operation. I'm giving the information of something to you. So I'm doing now, right now I'm doing one operation. Right now I'm doing one operation. So this communicational transformation will be considered as a informational operation, will be considered as a informational operation. Okay, getting everyone? Is there any question, any doubt in operation? Is there any question? Whether you understood what is meant by operation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so then next point is nothing but what is meant by. Now we have seen production, then we have seen production management, then we have seen production system, then we have seen operation. Now we are discussing about the operation management. Okay, so the role of operation is to create the value that we have already discussed. Now this creation of operation or the transformation process should be run effectively. Okay, should be run effectively. So that will comes under the operation management. Okay, whatever the transformation process is there, okay, whatever the value addition or value creation processes are there, or the operations are there, that should be run effectively and efficiently. Okay, in the common sense we can say that operation management dealing with optimum usage of resources to create a greater value than some of the inputs. Okay, than some of the inputs means what? If you are using the raw material, the value of a raw material, let us say 1 kg raw material you are getting in 100 rupees. Okay, and you are doing value addition or operation, different kinds of operation, and you will get one product whose value is 200 rupees. Okay, whose value is 200 rupees. Now how effectively you are converting that 100 rupees raw material into 200 rupees finished good product. Okay, so for that purpose you have to use optimum resources, you have to use optimum resources or optimum inputs to the uh, transformation process. So what are the different inputs for the transformation process? Man, machine, material, information, energy. These 5 inputs are there, and we have to use optimum. Optimum is what? Not more, not less. Okay, not more, not less. That is nothing but optimum, and we have to use optimum resources. So this resource utilization, optimum resources utilization, and transportation or transformation of raw material into finish the good effectively and efficiently with a greater extent of value than the input or a raw material. Okay, than the input or a raw material. So this will happen in a operation. While dealing with the operation management, we are having this our focus on this particular concept. Okay, so in operation management, we are trying to ensure that the transformation process is transformed efficiently and the output of greater value than some of the inputs. Okay, some of the inputs. Now, this particular operation management is defined as operation management is the process which combines and transform various resources used in the production oblique operation subsystems of the organization into value added products services in a controlled manner as per the policies of the organization. Okay, so here more focus should be on a controlled manner and policies of the organization. Controlled manner, we have discussed this word in the production system. What is meant by controlling? Okay, checking the quality at every step, checking the specification at every step, that is nothing but controlled manner. Okay, at each stage we have performed some operation, and after performing operation, whether we have achieved desired specification or not. Okay, that should be checked. Okay, and this is also part of a policy. Okay, quality is always a part of a company's policy, so policies of the organization. Okay, so how much extent you allow the tolerance in the product, how much extent you allow the rejection in the product, okay, or a rejection in the quality check. So that are the policies of particular companies. Some companies demanded for 100% quality check, some companies demanded 50% quality check, some companies demanded 10% quality check. So accordingly, the policies of organizations are varying, depend on the component size and the customer requirement. Okay, so this will be the policy of the organization. Getting everyone what is meant by operation management? Now, the set of various activities which are involved in a manufacturing certain products is called a production management. Now, whatever the activities we are doing to convert the tangible product or tangible raw material into tangible product, so all such activities will be called as production management. And if we consider the service sector, and same concept is applied in a service sector for different operations. Okay, then in service sector specifically it is called as a operational management. There we cannot use the word production management. Okay, production management is specifically used for manufacturing activities. Okay, and operational management we can use in manufacturing activities, but we cannot use production management in service sector activities. Okay, production management in a service sector activities. Specifically, we have to use the operational management or operations management. Okay, there we are not converting any tangible good into tangible product. All the products or all the services in a service sector are intangible, that we cannot touch and feel. So in service sector, if you apply the production management concepts, then that things will be considered as a operational management. Okay, but we can say in a manufacturing sector, we can say the production management or operation management. Both the words are suitable for the manufacturing sector, but only operational management word is suitable for service sector. Okay, operational management word is suitable for service sector. Is there any question, any doubt in this two statement? Is there any question, any doubt? Okay, if not, then you complete the write-up part. First of all, characteristics of production system. Characteristics of production system. Write down the heading, characteristics of production system. Characteristics of production system. First point, production is an organized activity. 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 Every production system has an objective. Every production system has an objective. Every production system has an objective. Second one, the system transform the various inputs, the system transform the various inputs to useful output, to useful output, to useful outputs. The next, it does not operate in isolation. It does not operate in isolation. It does not operate in isolation from the other organizational systems. It does not operate in isolation from the other organizational systems. Full stop. There exists a feedback about the activities. There exists a feedback about the activities to control and improve system performance. There exists a feedback about the activities to control and improve system performance. And improve system performance. Full stop. Next, give heading operation. Heading as operation. Heading as operation. In that you can write operation is often defined as a transformation process, operation is often defined as a transformation process. Full stop. The transformation process is itself can be viewed as a series of activities. The transformation process is itself can be viewed as a series of activities. Along the value chain, extending from supplier to customer. Next point, operation can be take many different forms. Operation can be take many different forms. Comma, the transformation process can be first one, physical operations, or physical you can write in that manufacturing operations. Then second one, location in that transportation or warehouse operations. Third one, exchange. 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 In that retail operations. Retail operations. Next one, physiological. 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 In that healthcare. Healthcare related operations or healthcare related activities. Then psychological. Psychological. In that entertainment. Entertainment. Then informational. Then informational. Informational. As a communicational. As a communication. As a communication. As a communication. Okay. Or next, give the heading operation management. Give the heading operation management. Operation management. In that, write down the role of operation is to create value. The role of operation is to create value. The role of operation is to create value. Full stop. In operation management, we try to ensure that in operation management, we try to ensure that the transformation process is transformed efficiently, is transformed efficiently, and the output is of greater value, and the output is of greater value greater value than some of the inputs. Why we are saying some of the? Because whatever the product we are developed, that value should not be greater than the human or the person, and one of the input is manpower. Okay, so we cannot compare the product value with the human being. Okay, so always there is a human being value is greater than anything on the earth, so we cannot compare with the person. So some of the word is important over here. Okay, output is of a greater value than some of the inputs. So definition, we can define the operation management. Write down definition of operation management. Operation management is the process. Operation management is the process. Operation management is the process which combines which combines and transform various resources used in the production operation subsystem used in the production operation subsystem of the organization into 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 value added value added value added product oblique services into value added product oblique services in a controlled manner in a controlled manner in a controlled manner as per the policies of the organization in a controlled manner as per the policies of the organization as per the policies of the organization. Full stop. Next, write down a set of various activities which are which are which are involved in manufacturing certain products it's called as production management. And next point, if the same concept is extended to service management, then the set of various management activities is called operation management. It's called operation management. Now, in general, the concept of manufacturing and manufacturing products or offering services, okay, because we are creating the utility. If you use the word utility, okay, it will consist tangible products and non-tangible products also. So tangible products means goods and non-tangible products means services. So if you combine two things, then we can say that in general manner the manufacturing products or offering services is called operation oblique production oblique operation management. Okay, production oblique operation management. Now, what are the different activities comes under the production oblique operation management? So that will be inclusive of organizing work, selecting processes, arranging layouts, locating facilities, designing jobs, measuring performance, controlling quality, scheduling work, managing inventory, and planning productions. So all these activities will comes under the production operation management. So one have to or management manager have to or need to technically sound related to this particular production operation management concepts, and uh, their activities are closely interrelated with the functional areas of the firm. So the person who is coordinating the production or operation management, that should be conceptually strong enough and have a good sound knowledge related to all the activities which are performed under the production operation management. Okay, production operation management. So now only I have listed over here some of the activities. That is nothing but organizing work, selecting processes, arranging layouts, locating facilities, designing jobs, measuring performances, controlling quality, scheduling work, managing inventory, and planning production. So the words are very big, and the work need to perform is also very big, uh, with the thought process, by consider there are a number of factors, and person should have suitable experience in that particular field, and suitable knowledge about the production management or operation management. Then and then only one can uh, did the job fantastically in this particular sector. Okay, so if you have any doubt, any question, you can ask. Then we can define. Now we have discussed about production management, uh, operation, and operation management also. So now uh, it is understandably, uh, we can define the word uh, production and operation management. Okay, so in the short form I have written over POM, that is production operation management definition. Okay, so the business function responsible for planning, coordinating, and controlling the resources needed to produce a company's products and services. Okay, so this word, that is POM, or production and operations management, it is the function of a any business. Okay, and this function or this functional area is responsible for planning, coordinating, and controlling the resources needed to produce a company's products and services. Okay, so you can write this particular definition. POM, or the production and operation management, defines or defined as is defined as defined as it's defined as the business function the business function the business function responsible for planning responsible for planning, coordinating, coordinating, and controlling the resources needed to produce a company's products and services. A company's products and services. Company's products and services. Okay, so is there any doubt, any question? Up till now we have conducted I have conducted 3 lectures. In that, if you have any doubt, because I'm trying to cover more basics points in this chapter, and then we will go like a flying jet. Okay, in further lectures, if you are strong enough in the basic concepts, then there will not be any difficulty to understand the further things or the advanced knowledge in this subject. Okay, so if you have any doubt, any question, you can ask now only and clear your doubts. So on this concept, management concept never getting old. Okay, the technology will get old, but the management concept always be young in the market. If you are good enough in the management, then there will be a lot of demand for the person like you, the engineer like you, in the uh, in, in the core sector, in the IT sector, in any field, in banking sector, everywhere the management is very much important. The If you work somewhat less, but you should have a sufficient knowledge of a management. Okay, and that will enhance your skills that will create a more value within you than the other people if you have management knowledge. Okay, so managers are not smarter more than their employees. They are smarter they are not smarter to do work. They are smarter to carry out the work from the employee. Okay, काम कसं करायचं हे त्यांना माहित नसतं. काम कसं काढून घ्यायचं ह्यात ते एक्सपर्ट असतात. So if you have knowledge, then you can also achieve such a positions, managerial positions in the future. Or else, once again, you need to perform. You need to take the admission for the MBA in your career path if you want to enhance your management skills. Okay, so try to learn these things in this year only, and that will be definitely helpful for you in upcoming interviews if you express the knowledge of these concepts as and when required. That will be definitely beneficial for you, and your interview will be quite different interview than the others. Okay, so if you have any doubt, any question, you can ask, or else you can just put up your roll numbers in the chat box, and you can leave this meeting and you can join the next lecture. Okay, so meanwhile, I will show you what we are going to cover in the next lecture: the historical evolution of production and operation management. So the history related to the production operation management, then functions of production operation management, and the scope of a production operation management. These 3 points will be covered in the next lecture. If you have some time, then you can also read these points at your home. That will be help you to understand better while we are dealing with this particular points in the next lecture. Okay, if you don't have any doubt, you just put up your roll numbers in the chat box. Okay, remaining students, just put up your roll numbers. I'm going to switch off this particular meeting. So roll number 10, 74, 59, 64, 61. Everyone, 10,